everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the Four Job Fiesta edition. In our last Let's Play, the Fire Crystal shattered as well as Carnet Castle. And with that, we got 3 new jobs, the Beastmaster, the Geomancer, and the Ninja. And I can tell you right now that I was assigned one of those jobs. Let's see what it is right now. Let's see here. Lena, you're going to be the first person to use this new job. There we go. That's our new job, the Geomancer. Alrighty, so the Geomancer is a very interesting job indeed, and it's only found in a few games such as Final Fantasy III, and of course this game. Basically, the Geomancer uses nature to defeat its foes. Most of its attacks all the targets, and they can't be reflected. So, while it's useful, it can also be a hindrance. It just depends on what area you go to. Fortunately, the next area is the Library of the Ancients, and most of the monsters there are weak against fire. So, with that, the Geomancer will be a big asset there. So, there must be at least one blue mage, so blue mage duty will go to stars. Let's see. I guess Spellblade would work. Alright, so Barks and Golf will stay as Mystic Knights. So their equipment will pretty much stay the same. Well, I'm going to give Barks the main dodge, because it's really good. It can sometimes block an enemy attack, which makes it one of the more valuable items in Carnet Castle. Alright, back to Carnet for now. We're just gonna talk to these people and look at the aftermath. And as I told you before, now that the Fire Crystal's gone, the prices, they can't make equipment, they can't mass produce equipment, so the prices of the equipment have gone up. Which is why we bought most of our equipment when we did. Alright, let's look at the Queen. Might as well. By the way, in this Let's Play, we are going to the Library of the Ancients. That's our next destination. We're going to get a few potions too, since we exhausted most of our stuff. We're not going to be going to a town next, so I might as well might as well go nuts on it. Now to visit the Queen. Poor Queen. Oh, and we got a new merchant. So he's selling us these equipment: a mithril spear, kunai, a whip, and a diamond bell. And none of this is of any use. Mithril spear is for the upcoming dragoon class. We don't know if we're gonna get it or not. Kunai is for ninja. We don't have. A whip is for beast magic. We already have a whip, and we don't have a beast magic. And we have the diamond bell, which we already have. It looks like the price of the rods has stayed the same. Still $750. Nothing more than a hunkin' jet, indeed. Alright, I think we got everything we need. I don't remember if Confused is a spell player, but I better check. So Drain, Break, and Bio are the next ones to get. And we're not going to see those until later. So off to the library we go. Wow! Geomancer is great. Here we're at the Library of the Ancient. In here, we're going to learn one of the most important blue magic skills in the game. Level 5 Doom. There's some other blue-based skills you can learn at this point, but not without a Beastmaster. And we didn't get it, unfortunately. But we can definitely get level 5 Doom. It just depends on what level our characters are. Ouch, we're each at level 15, which means if level 5 Doom is used, then the game's over. Everybody dies, game's over. So it looks like Bart has a bigger gap than everyone else here. So the plan will be for Leonard, Golf, and Bart to level up, and then while those three are level 16 and Bart's at 15, that's when we learn level 5 Doom. Restoration pot. You must be talking about the healing staff. And the third one will lead us into a battle, so let's get to it. Now, these pages are weak against fire. Also, when the Geomancer activates her Gaia skill, she'll deal a fire attack and thus deal fire damage. Uh-oh, that's not good. Gotta kill that. There we go. I probably need to level up those page 16 before I start on this. I don't want to get killed by page 64. That's the blue mage skill transfusion. Problem is, they're not going to use transfusion on our part anymore. That's unfortunate because transfusion is very powerful. It sacrifices the user and restores the target's HP and MP completely. By the rules of the Four Job Fiesta, there's no way to get through these things. So we're just stuck without it. Gone. Bye-bye. Alright, time to go back to the library and learn level 5 Doom. So our main focus right now is to make sure we get that level 5 Doom, because it's going to be very useful later on. What part is that learning? I forgot to reset them anyway. So we're going to keep parts at learning. Well, it looks like there's a lot of blue magic skills here. we're gonna keep Barton golf as learning for now until at least until we learn some skills. We need level 5 students definitely, and we can also learn moon flute. And then the boss can give us magic hammer as well. So it's off to the basement. Remember, our main goal is to make sure page 64 uses that level 5 student. It needs to happen before Bart levels up. Alright, so just stay put until he uses his level 5 dude. We'll kill Bart and then we can revive him and go learn the skill. Better kill him first before always getting the team down. Alright, safe to revive him now. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, there's P64. And we killed it. Well, back to the menu. There's P64, so now we got to wait patiently. There it is. Finally! That was a hard skill to learn, but we learned it. Level 5 Doom. And now Bart is level 16, so since his level is not multiple 5 anymore, he can't be affected by level 5 Doom. So we're all set now. There we go. Now we're going to explore the library for real, so we've got to kill these enemies fast because they do a lot of damage to you. Alright, so everybody's level 16. There are no multiple levels that are multiple 5, so no need to worry about level 5 Doom. If he uses it, then it just has no effect. Bam! I like how they drop things down. We don't have to buy any. This might be actually going to be a good place to farm them. Alright, this is where we'll find Ifrit. There he is. Alright, let's get ready. Oh, it looks like everybody's at full HP, believe it or not, so it's time to get this rolling. Now the Geomancer will be at a big disadvantage because her fire attack will actually absorb Ifrit. So it'll be up to the Mystic Knight to dispatch him. Alright, let's do this. Ouch, that's really not good. Nice. We beat Ifrit easily. Alright, now that we've beaten Ifrit, we're going to take a little breather. This also, unfortunately, concludes this Let's Play. If we can get out of here, that is. Alright, like I said, this concludes this Let's Play. In our next Let's Play, we're going to go deeper into the ancient library in order to find Sid's grandson, Nid. But for now, this is Z-Day506, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!